All right, Dr. Giggles back in the house. Doctor House. They said I looked like earlier. I'll get my outfit on here in just a bit. We'll have some fun tonight. um, no one's here yet. But if you're watching this later on, I guess we did all right with the show. Set it up for a couple 3 years. Uh, I guess really about 4 years. Just didn't want to jump into it and not be ready to commit. So um, I try to do something every day. We're gonna have a 5 day schedule to start with that I'll commit to, and then from that, I'll try to put in additional content. But I just wanted to, I had a lot of stuff going on, um, and so my personal health was more important to me than stretching myself too thin. So like I'm I'm ready for I'm ready for Iris to be in my life. Uh, it's been a it's been I couldn't I couldn't say it and believe it um, at any point previous to now, but now everything's kind of sorted out, and uh, I don't have any questions about anything that would be related to that. So I just wanted to kind of come on and talk about the election. Um, eventually, when some people come, I'll ask them how to improve my whole setup, giddy up. Uh, but I'm back home now and ready to kind of hunker down for the winter. Bull market's here, boys. Uh, I'd like to have been making content all through the bear market, but I figured that it was better to get my shit together. Um, I kind of went on a journey, and I'll explain that as time goes on. But over on Tekken, we'll have that 5 day program, but I'll kind of come in here and talk from time to time, probably every day. Uh, and then we'll just see where the channel goes from that. So I'm gonna definitely gonna keep it crypto. I'd like to make a make a coin for the channel, and as a way to um, be able to uh, make whatever the channel needs down the line, that it can have it, and that's a way that we can sort of value for it. Um, I don't know how to fund that directly or how to set that up precisely, but probably some you can convert anything. So I don't know, some sort of uh, you can pair things, and then that creates the everything. So it makes sense to put it on the pulse chain, trade it multiple places. But so on this channel, we're we're talking about X, Colt, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, Ink, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then whatever else kind of comes up that day. You're gonna have some top 30 lists, or well, the number I think top 30 I think is every month, and then kind of do some. I guess it's 30 to do each month, and that'll be plenty of work. So at least to start, or that's like the next logical phase. I've had some help lined up, but I'm sure help will come along, pretty quick. But this is the beginning of the get started. So Uh, Place is kind of a wreck, but it was a pretty cool little thing. Gonna do some flying and do some election watching here. You can't do that on the iPad. All right. She thought she got it. Start with MSNBC. And somebody retired, so new Republican swimmer. There used to be, you replaced the guy that was a Democrat, and House is looking doing like 3 seats Republican. So, you know, it's fewer on than 99. It's like, I don't know the Pennsylvania, but that's in front. So, in Colorado, it's county by county. So, especially as the correct that has popular vote by 5 million. So that's looking pretty red. So two or seven. And then we're gonna get to 270, and you know, there's still some big states out there, but things have really not to the Republicans' way right this evening, and
Um, I think that's really what's best for the country at this time. I hope the Democrats come back next election and really have somebody that we could lead the country. And maybe Kamala could study up. You know, it doesn't seem like she wants to serve. So I don't know. It's not my decision to make, um, but it looks like things are gonna, America is gonna be safe. The rest of the world's gonna be safer. Um, and if President Trump doesn't really deliver, like he said he's going to, and I have faith that he understands the job. Uh, so I think the results are going to be so overwhelming that it's so he's got a lot of work to do. I say it's more us. He's just kind of the overseer, and he's a good businessman, and he's as far as commander in chief, he seems very effective. And, so he has a little experience under his belt. And from my perspective, I think he did a damn good job like that. He didn't mean to, but you know, that's good. That's good. And I think he also understands the key part about that job is representing the people, um, regardless of his personal beliefs or convictions, and he can kind of, I mean, he's obligated to sometimes change his mind. That's the um, that's the nature of that position. So, however he ends up making decisions, will be the best that he thinks at that given juncture with the information that he has. So, uh, so whenever assuming that's how things go down tonight, um, things will kind of turn up, change up very quickly. Now we'll have a slight amount of predictability for how to kind of how to prepare for the next you know, short 4 years or what have you. And JD Vance has seemed to really step up to the plate, and so I'm excited to vote JD. I'm excited to have him to be their president of the Senate, and I hope they can really clean things up. In the leadership, the cabinet positions, they'll government efficiency thing. Thomas Jefferson, mentioned about kind of cleaning everything up every 19 years. So I understand completely why 19 years. There was talk about things 19 years. So it's like issues that are not acceptable with the general society or whatever majority that we decide is proper on each issue, which from time to time I guess may or may not be able to change. But whenever that maybe a 2/3 or something to change something, if it's that unpopular, then that's something that's really important um, to address. Just 50%. Picking a leader, yeah, I think that makes a whole lot of sense. But making three fifths or 2/3 on most issues seems pretty congruent with the intention of the Constitution itself. A set of major initiatives that are good for like 100 years and 200 years and 300 years, and things are all of those things are kind of considered on a 20-year basis is how to amend them to a sort of meaningful way, and that that process can be, very different for each one. But as generations kind of move through time, values change, because the world changes. We got AI now, so there's the job situation. It's a different equation. A lot of major variables are changing at the same time. Crypto has come into acceptance across the world. So whether that be Bitcoin and other things, the ability to keep the dollar. Uh, hey, I see a couple people in the house. Thanks for joining me. Just watching the election, and I don't know. I'm gonna build a fire here in a minute. See what's up if you want to, but I'm just gonna keep rambling. But so really, taking a good look at the whole system. I'm really excited about that as a citizen. To make it, it's we got a good thing going. It's just having to edit it so often. We're ready for a 2.0. Um, like the first bank of the United States was chartered not until 1791. But that was for 20 years, and they didn't like the way that turned out, so they decided to not have a bank, and did that for a few years. And that charter expired in 1811. There was quite a bit of foreign investment, uh, and so they didn't. That wasn't necessarily the desire of the currency, and so they decided to start over again a few years later after the War of 1812, when they didn't have a federal system, central bank. Then it caused a lot of problems, and so I don't think there's any reason to not have that. I think that crypto is going to be a great complement to to stabilize the worldwide economy, which since the internet you know is really it's possible to think on that scale, whereas before it didn't. It was more idealistic. Now it's more technically possible, and a lot of the world can each state chooses how it wants to participate in the culture, but um, it should really spread opportunity throughout the world for people for leaders and and the people to whatever extent to uh, to really shape different communities, where and where individuals can really feel strong and safe where they live. And us in the United States, we have very very wide range of places we can go to experience different cultures. So it's great to travel around the world. I'm sure I haven't done much of that myself, but uh, I'd like to. But just in studying the U.S., it's really dynamic, and it really can become even more dynamic once the states have true authority to make decisions that are the most are the most in line with their people and their leadership and the people with interests in that particular state. Those things can be, I think, well maintained, and they can be very different from one another. And that's the beauty of having a federal government. Uh, I think I was talking with my aunt earlier, and felt really accurate to describe it. The federal government should really make guidelines, um, but as far as laws, those are more state level concerns. Federal laws, um, you know, are it's pretty strong. Uh, you know, every 20, every 19 or 20 years, those can be considered. Um, but certain things are very important, and it's as conditions change, and as AI develops, uh, Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a new way of thinking. So as long as we let go of old ideas and that were effective at whatever point, uh, it really is. It's much more possible to have a complete win-win situation for for any stakeholders, um, you know, around the world to to keep or increase their position in some meaningful ways even. It's just who's first movers, like in developing wind farms. I thought it'd be really, I think it would make a lot of sense, for like coal miners to get in, to get some wind farms or solar farms or what have you, as well as oil men, uh, because both of those industries, regardless of the environmental concerns, um, they suffer from depletion. So making those resources available takes more and more work. So um, it's makes it makes it where there's a lot more time for luxury and living, really being able to connect with our families. Some time doing whatever things that we do or don't have a passion for. And, I think that's something that's been lost. From the experiences that I have, a lot more people that like to spend a lot more time with their family, and I think we can make that happen in society. So things could get cold tonight, so I'm gonna go gather some firewood. I'm gonna be back in just a little bit. There's another on the porch. Yeah, there's some more sticks in here. It's something someday. Cedar. At least I didn't kick the bucket. Let's write a little bit of chemical on there. I hope that doesn't light up too big. Slow. Sizzling. It smells pine fresh. That didn't work out too well. Try the other one. I think that was a bad piece of cardboard. Looks like without some paint on it. There's a wasp in there. Oh, he died. He crawled into the flame. He was over here a while ago, but he crawled over there. He didn't make it. He's on he's on a suicide mission. Like, fuck this, it's getting cold outside. I just want to get it over with. Looks like that's gonna catch. Got some embers going, so we'll keep it hot. Good poking stick for now. Some more stuff to burn. I just like burning stuff. This way, ain't gotta take out trash as much either. And it should really be. It's getting kind of cool here in Texas. Hey, now you got some fire. Dropping on thing here. I like to burn things if not myself. I don't like to get burned. What y'all up to tonight? Pick up a couple people in here. If you happen to check in with me, I'll hang out for a while. Yeah. You doing this for a while? Okay. Y'all watch that fire for a minute. Gross. Got some Palo Santo. We got flakes coming off the bottom. We got some heat in here. Feels like a good time for some moon pie. I think that's predictive of what might be fixing to happen here. See what markets are up to. Oh shit, Bitcoin broke through. Yep, it's happening. Oh yeah, every time that happens. It was about 3 hours ago. All right, I saw it when it was starting to move into the 70s there. All right, boys, just up and to the right for a while. I remember there's going to be corrections. Well, profit taking. When Bitcoin gets up to 100,000, that's going to be a big psychological level. A lot of people might want to cash out, but hopefully they find ways to just leverage their assets and then hold on to them, and it'll really dampen the pullback. But I mean, I wouldn't sell at 100,000 if what you bought it at. I wouldn't sell that too if I was even selling. But fair values what 60,000 right now or so. These metrics can change, but demand really it's going to outpace supply very quickly. So, the effects are going to be, there's still some volatility ahead. There's 30% pullbacks. Probably expect that still. Not using little ones, not using big ones. But after 100, not pause at 150, it went at 120, 150, 180. But it just depends on what sort of demand comes in, how really silly it's gonna happen. But until there's a couple good pullbacks. If you have an income, it's still DCA time. But it looks good. ETH up a little 4%, Sol up 10%, Doge at 12%, SHIB up 8%, Link up 8% to 1111. Make a wish. Sui, or however you say it, up 12 and 13%. Uniswap up 13%. Pepe up 12%. Tau and Fetch up 15%. Aave starting to move a little bit. Good buy right now. 8 bar. Objective. Bonk up 20%. So it's just that's just how the market's going to move. So while Bitcoin's moving up, those type of gains normal. Hex on Pulse Chain up 13%. Almost 13% to almost 1.3 cents. Moved up. Moved up 5.5% on Ethereum. 17. POS up 7.5%. 48. It's cold up too. Cold up 7.5% to just under 200.
There's a lot of X's in all of those. I mean, at least 1,000 each, probably. For this cycle. And what Bitcoin done like 75 million or some shit already like that, or 7.5 million, whichever way. That's a lot of hundreds. So there's more coins associated with those projects, and I want to kind of dive into them a lot more as time goes on. Kind of learn together with all the new people coming in, just to be able to be in the same shoes as market participants come in as them, and have the background knowledge without having had this last couple of years. Kind of, yeah. The more I thought through the panel, I thought of how to do it, make it most effective, and I figured learning at the same time. And that gave me time to really kind of polish up on my spiritual journey, to kind of make it where I could make some sort of meaningful commitment. So I learned how to fly last night on this thing. Felt like I was on a spaceship. Like, ooh, those teeter inversion tables. Excuse me. Anyway, I'll have some leg issues going on right now, and I was able to put that. You stand in the bottom part of it, and squat and do some other different things, and it felt better at the time for sure. But there's this thing's magical. I mean, it's like fun, like flying. So I'll probably jump on it a little bit later on. But that out of flowers. I'm not getting nice.
What happened? It's not being in the eyes.
It's cool. You can buy this stuff from the stores here now. Went up and saw in town there. Saw Vape City. Two fellas. I remember the guy in the grocery store's name. We had the same name for the convenience part. Tried to use the air machine there, but it wasn't working. It wouldn't blow air. So they gave me my money back. I remember his name because I applied for a job a long time there, so I just remember his name. I really didn't know if it's him or not. I'm pretty sure it was. But I went to the vape store and uh, got one of those deep bars on there. And, it's like, do you have any pull sex? You know what I'm talking about. So I wrote on the little piece of paper, pulse.com. The other guy came over and he's like, yeah, it's the same name. No, I didn't know. I was like, his name's the same? And he was like, no, that's my husband. Or he was like, his name's Maitland. But so I told them about that website. Man, it's very nice. but you can buy all sorts of cannabis products there. Vitamin. Well, come hang out and do some country things and I like people sometimes. Flames getting a little hot.
Still got Trump at 210. 10 minutes ago. Let's see. 210 to 91 popular vote. A little bit more now, 6 million difference in favor of Trump. So 15 seats left in the Senate. A lot left to go in the House. But it looks like Republicans are gaining a few seats in each chamber. Oh, wow. All right. They just gave California to Harris. So let's start at 145. Um, that wasn't totally unexpected. All right. Well, Fire feels good.
10 o'clock. I tell myself every night to not do electronic devices. So we're gonna ride out tonight a little bit though. See what it look like. 214 to 145. It's like Nebraska went red. Didn't really show on that map, but charges that. And it's funny, yo.
City, stone made flesh things etched in his hands. Idiots name straight, then it makes it plain to lame dance on face. Makes works with a supercell. Even the airplanes barely real. Who could tell? Horse, hot car from the top of the barn. Time with his head, hot door with his spar in the door. Ordering unsustainable. Main open, maybe a supreme cold. Systematic Catholic or cigarette, I'm not the man rattling. me the way it's like these to a snake and skull. Spit up round and dude who couldn't keep tally of which shots it's all who. Like a sinner shade, change names in his race for. Strange you all. Half dead carolers, pick a hole advent calendar. Brother on speaker, turning up the singing with the craven and carnivorous vegetation that take over a state of which makes me a bigger cap. I need to start going through this passion is 2 cents loose. Let's lock up you in the store. Maybe reappropriate the energy. Hold up, pass it up, folks, we the heck of it. Burn out, let it sound heavily and never better. Never would have met you anyway. Anyway, very merry go, make soup. It's just smell when the food go home.
Right, looks like Reno in Ohio. Schiff over Garvey and California. For a curse and a crime circling, search party falling forward and forwarded. Bitcoin 7444. Like Georgia looking like Trump. Still close. Ejected or a voluntary death scene. Tell them what the
Can't see without my glasses. Things blazing. I mean, my head's on the chopping block. That was a bad thing for myself. is important. You know, like not everybody's experience that every experience. So this is like feels like fire hunting in the back. Looks pretty nice, ain't it? We got a good thing going here. We need to get our shit together, that's for damn sure.
Be right to the future side. Baby bird. Why would you burn a good resource? Why would you throw a dollar bill away? Why would it be a crime to throw a dollar away? Does it make any sense? It does make sense to the other people. Then there's worth more. Dollar. Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. Balance that shit out. It'll be bumpy. It's fair is fair. And this is God's land. And he gives us free will. We wouldn't intentionally do otherwise. The more we learn, the more responsibility we have. safe if you don't fuck up. Who told me that? I never understood it right now. That's why people are so scared of fucking pussies. What? Oh, it's just like that. Just put a fucking pussy flag. Shit, fucker. Can't see. Can't fucking read. You know, it sure is frustrating when you can't do something. Well, just because you can't do something doesn't mean that it's good, bad, or ugly. You gotta have some help. Nobody's perfect. Perfect's an ideal destination. Enjoys in the journey. Passively before things. If we sort our trash and do with it particularly, seems to be a very reasonable federal policy. Recycling only works if the facilities are available and the community participates. It's not that it has to be mandatory, but you go over to somebody's house, try to leave in a better spot than in better shape than when you left. Unless they say it's not. You know, it's okay to mess up things, but eat some cake or help yourself to the refrigerator, use the toilet paper, sleep in bed. Whatever is permissible at their household, but other things are not permissible. If you're just a complete slob and leave a mess everywhere, then that's not good. That's not a good time. After you leave, they don't talk good about you. They don't talk good about you after you leave. You don't want them to talk bad about you. People talk bad about you, that's just fine. But if we minimize that, then it'd be easier to discern the arguments when they occur. So, we're just pretty mixed up right now. Moose chocolate sure do warm up. Months ago. I got one that side. Way to go, Reese. Oh yeah. Just more. That peanut butter is gonna taste like when he gets one. It's a little hot here, not too hot, but it's just right. I got 3 of them here. Kind of experiment. Yes, no. That's pretty hard to States. It's hard. It's a little closer. I guess that tape will catch on fire. Oh, this one back here. That's the rest of the chocolate melts real quick. So you got close to it. Never did this before. I like this experiment. But then it closed down. Trying to get back up. Oh. Got my fingers down there. The ashes are. Ah. Flip from my phone. Oh, touched it. All right, little fella. Yeah. Oh, that's that peanut butter be a little warmer. Chocolate milk really good. I guess we'll throw the cup back in there though. Sizzle, sizzle, my nigga. What it smells like. Smoke's a little different. Each fire is different. This one turned out quite alright. Well, fix up my charging situation. About to die, so we got 10% left. So however long that lasts, that's how long we're gonna go tonight. So, I don't know what these things I have set up here for. Just- I bet you this is fairly easy to use once you if you could see. Now that I cannot see, I really need some help. We're down to 5%. And feed the ducks. If you're watching this after a while, you're doing good things. Shouldn't be a crowd chat. If you want to talk to me, talk. If you don't, that's all. Ted Cruz. Just going back here in Texas again, so it's looking to be, it's looking to be fairly stable for years. Not everyone will love it, but I don't think that most people should hate it. We should be able to like it pretty well.
be a lot of changes. The change is good. I think that the world has a very eager willingness to be peaceful. If not, then we can solve those problems. But in the end, most people, even if they think of destruction, it's just not good. Things fall. Shit happens. But we got a bunch of new tools, so we just need to figure out how to use these new tools to do better things, and and there's ways to satisfy people's needs. All we gotta do is just be honest with ourselves about what we need, and work towards hearing those things to make them possible for everyone to have the opportunity to even not lose what they worked for as much. Last month has been really kind of scattered, so apologize for getting a late start. They may sound like excuses, but I figured they were a good reason. Timing, style, and angle kind of make the deal go round. Their timing is good. That's 2 hours. I think that's right where we're at. So, spend a couple hours with you every day. Not every day will be like this, but it's just kind of chill. It's been a rough little go. It's been since COVID. It's been tough. But I think we're ready to turn a corner. We're going to turn a corner. I think everything that everything's happening is right in line with
Passion in the food.
Not a whole lot of things. 14 and 45. Old battery, but little terribly unexpected, but
I think that it's very clear that people support Trump's. It's good work. This is too heady. So, like I said, we can start. We can get to cooking now. I think so. It should be alright. That's, for 12 years. I know what the game plan is right now. It's been very dynamic 12 years. In that 12 years, it's 8 more years. Time to soon. We'll get real serious like this. We haven't had that talk in quite a number of years. I guess the Civil War. It'll be all right. Once we can, it's hard to focus on the big stuff because the little stuff gets us so distracted. But since we have a bunch of new tools, new ways of doing things, then we can go for a softer landing. It'll be a pullback of sorts, but. I really believe that most people can win. It's just designed like all years, 5 days. 5 minutes.
Thank you.